I really like how her punches look and how like she really sits down on them. Here, let's talk for a little minute. We're here live, real time. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. Another Saturday. A lot of boxing coming on later on. But overall, this was my man Tony Harrison. I love you, Tony. Pause. One of my favorite fighters. Tony Harrison, former WBC 154-pound champion of the world. Well, anyway, she fought Lucas Matthyse's sister. Somebody told me that. Was he lying? Somebody said this Edith Matthysse is Lucas Matthyse's sister. I hope he wasn't fibbing. Well, anyway, complete shutout. I'm talking about it should be like 190. 2-minute rounds. Alicia Baumgardner, after defeating Terry Harper to win the IBO and WBC title. My bad, I forgot what champion she is. So listen, maybe it's because I've been a little tired and vaping here all day. I covered last week Mikaela Mayer. I feel so horrible. I don't know what belts these women have. I feel so horrible. 17-0 with 5 KOs. She's in the UK right now, by the way, doing commentary for Boxer. They have I forgot how many fighters. They have a fighter tournament going on, one-day tournament. We were able to stream it on the channel a few years back. Legally, we had the rights to. It was the first and only fight card I've ever streamed. Crazy. I think I should get into that more, though, because you would think with the technology I have, I can do like commentary from home. Well, anyway, let's listen to the particulars. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. IBF WBO. She won the IBF from Broadnicker, and then Hamadouche, she took her IBF. Okay, let's listen in.
Ready now, so
I want to hear the post-fight interview. They've been calling each other bitches.
After 10 rounds here in Manchester, England, we go to the judges' score.
I love when I hear other women call each other bitches. They be like, bitch.
100-90 for your winner by unanimous decision, and still the super featherweight champion of the world, Alicia, the Baumgardner.
They be like, bitch, you done lost your rabbit ass mind. You know I'll fight you anytime, any place. Timing is just not right.
From Undisputed at 130 pounds.
And they be like, bitch, you the one that ducked the negotiations. I'm not saying they said that, but that's how funny like women when they argue and call each other bitch. You can't call them bitches. You don't want those problems in your life, let me tell you. You ever seen a woman enraged? Don't do it. Don't do it. They will beat your ass. Anyway, I want to listen to the post-fight interview. So let's talk about the nitty-gritty. Alicia Baumgardner is probably going to be fighting Choi. Choi is the WBA champion at 130 pounds, 19-0-1 with 5 KOs. She's also a matchroom fighter, so it makes sense for Baumgardner and Choi to fight, right? Unify those belts right there, and then fight Mikaela Mayer to unify the WBO and the IBF titles. Mikaela Mayer just signed a new multi-fight deal with Top Rank, by the way. Once again, she's in the UK as well, doing commentary for the one-night tournament over on Boxer. That's happening literally right now. It's the card that's competing with the Benn versus Van Heerden. Now, looking at both of these fighters, I've been keeping an eye on Baumgardner for quite some time because she's been fighting here on the East Coast. In fact, I'm just on the outside of Philly, but she's been fighting in South Philly multiple times, I think like twice. And then she's from Ohio. So basically she's been fighting and building her reputation over here on the East Coast. See, first fight, Ohio, Philly, back in 2018. I almost went to that fight. Kentucky twice when she took her first loss against Lena Tardu. I forgot how to pronounce her name. Leonardo too. Damn, how come I can't say her name? Christina Leonardo too. And I covered her fight. How come I can't say her name anymore? Well, anyway, she fought Katie Taylor, and she has some other credible wins under her names, under her banner. Delphine Persoon. Now, the question is, if you're going to have Baumgardner versus Choi, don't be surprised if that ends up maybe on Usyk Joshua 2. If you have that fight happening, then I would love to see Mikaela Mayer take on Delphine Persoon. I think that's cool, right? She already beat Jennifer Hahn last week, and go check out my video. But looking at the division as a whole, I mean, looking at the fight as a whole, see, here's the thing. Baumgardner seems to be definitely, we're going to call her AB. AB seems to be definitely the better puncher. She does seem more crisp, you know, and more fluid in her in her punches. But is Mikaela Mayer more technically sound? Both of these girls are very, very good. I'm talking about not just brawlers, like fighters, like actual like technicians. And I watch all of them. I watch their fights. And I've been covering Mikaela Mayer now for like years. I probably only missed maybe a couple of fights. And I'm kind of a Mikaela Mayer simp. Don't get me started on Baumgardner. I'm just keeping things respectful here because I don't want to be a thirsty ass fuckboy. See, here's the thing. I think that Baumgardner can be neutralized with the jab. But can she outwork better than Hamadouche Mayer? I don't know, bro. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. That Baumgardner's fine, though. I remember I was at, what fight was that? Gary Russell versus Tug Stuten AMBR. I think it was that one. She was out there and all the male media, like they was interviewing her. I was scared though. They was interviewing her and after she left, I think she had, what she have on? Like this golden dress, like this gown. Well, anyway, in Allentown. And after she left out the room, it was like niggas was sweating and, you know, all of it. Like something else. Anyway, back to boxing. I'm not confident, man, to say that the power, though, can be a neutralizer. And I like her body work. Like, she can really, like, stick her punches to the body. Baumgardner's good. Mayer is more seasoned, it seems, with better competition. And the height. But the power. We'll see. I would love to see her against Delphine Persoon, though, and then them unify at the end of the year. Because it's obvious that they're not fighting next. Baumgardner said as much. They're not going to be fighting next. She's going to fight Choi. So you would think that Choi, Baumgardner happens sometime April now, July, August. July, August, early August. Around that time, Mikaela Mayer returns against a nice, solid, credible opponent. Hopefully, they can really get Delphine Persoon, you know, whatever she's doing, huge fan. And then, you know, they unify for Undisputed at the end of the year. And that way, we'll have two crazy Undisputed fights between Mikaela Mayer and Baumgardner and Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. And then we already got Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in a couple of weeks. Women's boxing is on fire. So I think that's the way to go. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and teach through controversy with Fight View 360.